We can probably get you in someplace lower class here, so you don't have to be around there.
Yakuza members, are they safe? I mean, I know that they usually do good for the community and everything. They're not gonna, if I stay there, it'll be okay, right? I mean, it'll be safe. There won't be
That's
gang
more.
members. I've heard about the terrorists in the city, and I'm kind of nervous about them.
Well, yeah, but at the same token, that's more for like Yakuza-related members, like the Yakuza members' families and stuff. Like we try not to go in there all that often.
I don't blame you. Do they? Well, I mean, I'm trying to find work too, so I mean, does anybody deliver food and stuff for them? I mean,
Well, yeah, of course.
Tell them you'll be a puppet.
Mm.
Tell me
So,
when I shoot some.
Should I throw something at him?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
okay,
Ow.
so you
I love her all the more now.
I did nothing. He did it all himself.
Oh,
Oh.
that would have been
Oh
awesome.
well, never mind. Okay, so she kind of looks around. She's like, well, there is one particular place nearby that does like pretty daily deliveries. Roll me edge real quick.
See, I had 5 of these until the last one of these runs. 3 successes.
Okay. Oh yeah. She thinks about it. She's like, actually, now that I think about it, they do have an opening. You know, they're looking for somebody new because the other person. And she kind of trails off for a minute and just looks at you with that you really don't want to ask what happened kind of look.
And she completely misses the cue to it.
But from what
So-
from what I understand, I mean, I guess you could try and do something there. And I mean, if you really want to try and get in, I guess you can find a nice man in there.
She kind of laughs a little bit and covers her mouth as she giggles. She's like, I'm not trying to marry them. I'm just trying to get a little bit of money ahead so I can find a nice house one day.
And she just starts laughing, like head back, deep chuckled laugh. Oh man, I needed that. Oh god. Okay. You just keep believing that, sweetheart.
She smiles.
And she's gonna start laughing and walking. Like you follow her, you go to the restaurant, and apparently this like you walk in and there's already just 2 Yakuza members just sitting on one of the tables, just having like sharing a joke and laughing. She takes you to the back and they make introductions. Basically, they hire you on the spot because everybody else doesn't want to work here. You're the only person that's like, yeah, I'll totally do it. Okay.
She's not scared, and she has been raised in her old neighborhood that the Yakuza were very good to the people around there. They were very not family oriented, but neighborhood oriented. They kept the thugs and all that away, and so, she's not against them as long as you keep your nose clean and you don't interfere in their business. They'll leave you alone, is what she figures.
Okay.
So,
She might be wrong, but that's what she figures.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what she figures. Okay. So continue. So you guys kind of start hashing out. They take you into the back. They guide you around, and he's like, okay, so for your first delivery, and he hands you a large, basically a small container that holds all of it in it. And he's like, I want that container back. Just give him the stuff that's in it. And go to the you're going to go to the tenement. You're going to go to floor 2, and it's room 16.
Okay. And so she heads out, and she's hurrying because she wants to do a good job. This is her first job. She wants to do it right.
Okay.
So she's heading that way.
All right, so you go up there. You kind of there's 2 people standing outside one of the doors, both with very large, very obvious weapons. And as you're kind of walking up, one of them reaches out and stops you, and kind of glances at you up and down, and hey.
She offers a light smile. She holds it back. I have a delivery for you.
Yeah, well, you can certainly deliver that over here.
She smiles, says, I would like to, but, I think that they would be kind of upset if I didn't take it to the people who actually who asked for it. But if you want more of it, there's a nice restaurant down the road that I work at.
Okay, well, he kind of He's starting to get real close and up, and the other guy snaps off in Japanese real quick. What the fuck are you doing? You're on the job. Oh, right. Sorry. Hey, I'll catch you later, girl. Like that type of
She
stuff.
smiles. Right.
Just so, go on.
They let her through.
Yep, they let her through. Yeah, I mean,
Perfect.
they got no reason to doubt that you're trying to blow anything up, I guess. So you go through.
If she had a rocket.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Rockets do change the plan.
So this place looks like shit on the first floor. Like straight up, people are living out in the hallway type shit. There's strings of clothing hanging in between sets of doors. People, there's large holes in the wall where people are still living in there. And you manage to try and find your way. There's 3 big legs to this thing, hallways. You came in the one hallway, and when you reach the middle, it splits off into 2 other hallways in a Y shape, just about as long. You do see a staircase next to you, so you go up. As you go up, it's again you see Yakuza members not everywhere, but there are a few of them. But as you go up a floor, there's a few more. You go to I'm assuming you're going to room 16 on the second floor.
Yep. What I'm supposed to do. Yep.
I'd bun you, Raku, any day. What the fuck do people come up with? God damn it.
I don't
It's
know.
a little disturbing. But
So Jesus Christ. I can't stream anymore. It
what
makes
the
it,
hell is a snocket?
Yes.
I'm so disturbed.
I don't know. Oh, they were talking about Rocket-san earlier. Will Rocket-san notice me finally? Like shit like that. Oh, I was trying so hard not to laugh. Okay. God damn it. So you go up there to room 16, you knock on the door. Would you, since you have the BTL chip in, the persona chip, I
Right.
assume that your base personality is still there. This just kind of overwrites and puts more
Yep.
on top of it. Okay.
Right.
Make me a memory check, because there's going to be a lot going on top of this for your
Not a
persona
problem.
chip, but...
And let's see. Her memory is 10d6. 2.
Somebody was looking for it to send her a rocket. You guys need to stop. You just fucking hell. Okay, so
I
you're
don't know what you're talking about. So cool.
the Tassundra of a quote unquote, I guess, anime is like the
I don't
person
know.
that hates the main character on the outside but falls in love with them, so they treat him kind of shitty in order to get closer to him. Like the 4th grade, oh, I punched you, I must like you type thought pattern.
I don't watch cartoons.
Okay. Yeah, that would explain it. Okay, so 2 successes. Opens the door. You're pretty sure that's your Decker.
Right. That's good to know. And I offer up the food that I was told to deliver. And give him
Okay.
a polite bow, and I bashfully tell him, I'm supposed to bring the container back. She says.
And he kind of looks you up and down. The guy is he's in a red track suit. He's got a multitude of tattoos going all across his neck, down his chest. Got a piercing in one ear and a cyber eye. Very obvious data port in the back of his head that's surrounded by tattoos that almost spread out in a like kanji writing that circles all the way around his head, spiraling outward from it. And a very, very slight mustache that's being grown. It's not a very good mustache, but it's a mustache.
He's trying.
He's trying. It's trying so hard, but it's not quite getting there.
Right.
And he looks you up and down. He's like, "Okay, well, I guess throw it in the fucking counter, whatever." And he goes back
She's
in.
fine. So she'll head into the room, and as she's she's just kind of casually looking around. So she heads into the kitchen, and takes down a plate for him, maybe a bowl, and puts the food into the bowl.
You can't really find any clean dishes. They're all kind of piled up in the sink.
Oh, that's not a big deal. She'll wash one for him.
Okay, and he's kind of looking at you like very strange, like whatever you're doing. He's not stopping you, but at the
Right.
same token, it's very not in his comfort zone for people to be doing shit for him. So he kind of shrugs.
She's
and,
trying to make a good impression on the first person that she has met with her new job.
Makes
And so-
sense. Makes perfect sense, actually. So we're
Because
going
that'll get her
to-
promotion. And it's a polite thing. You don't mention that, all this stuff here is dirty. You just
take
fix
care
it.
of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got here. So you're looking around. You're currently in here, which is the kitchen area. You have not a freehand. I don't want to do freehand. That's bad. Kind of a separated off room here. You walked in here. So this area is the doorway. It's kind of an open. There's a bar area, but it is separated. So the kitchen is enclosed, but not at the same time. It opens up to the rest of the hallway. I'm sorry, not the hallway. I'm sorry, the rest of the room. And then he walks back into this area, which you can only assume is like his bedroom.
Right.
But he kind of doesn't shut the door, but he leaves it kind of cracked.
Mhm.
You can see a very expensive setup
Right.
here that pretty much dominates the living room area.
Are there windows and everything, or just like the cardboard boxes on the walls, or
No, it's not. It's
how
not.
exposed to the elements is he?
He's not very exposed at all. They've kind of like boarded it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, as she's doing this, she's looking around and she's humming a song as she's cleaning up, and then she puts the food back into the bowl, and she's like, "Would you like me to put it anywhere specifically?"
Just leave it on the counter.
Okay. And she leaves it on the counter and says, "Have a nice day. Thank you for choosing whatever the name of the restaurant is that they restaurant deliver from."
Lucky Sands Chinese food
Sure.
restaurant. Okay.
There's a Chinese place, and that's impressive. They
well,
must have some damn good food.
Well, hey, it is the Barrens. You can find a lot of meat if you look for it hard enough. In every
They
sense
call
of the word.
Tunnel chicken.
Tunnel
Tunnel
chicken.
chicken.
Tunnel chicken. Tunnel chickens rule. All right, never mind.
Sounds a lot better than rat, doesn't it?
Tunnel chickens.
Sounds even better than immigrants who didn't pay their debts.
Yep. Okay. So, Jesus. All right. So you managed to find it. Omni, you said you have full marks on our comm link, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you caught all of that, right?
Yep.
What's your plan?
We're still looking for a second guy. So
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be the Decker's boss.
yeah.
Okay, Dolly, you're pretty much going to go back to the restaurant, and the rest of the day
Right,
is going to be
she's got-
spent fairly
yeah,
uneventfully.
Cleaning, making food. I will be picking up artisan cooking.
Okay.
Oh.
It's awesome.
It's Scully. I'm sorry, Omni. Are you going to let everybody else know that you guys have a floor plan now for this guy?
Yeah, I'm bothering you about this guy. About this.
I will definitely let them know where he is, but as to a plan of action, don't really have one yet because we still need the second guy. I mean, like, we could go burn the place to the ground and sort through the corpses, but that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, that's really a bad idea. But
Yeah.
We can't have a corpse.
If I had a rocket,
We can't have a corpse.
if you had a grapple gun,
You have a grapple gun.
He has a grapple gun. It's on his rifle.
yeah, duh. What were you thinking?
You can always levitate the entire team high on psych.
you could get up to his window pretty easy.
He's only on the second floor. Like, it's easy.
We could devise a catapult and shoot him out the window. I'll catch him
You know
with
what? I
levitate.
like this idea.
Okay.
I'm
Can
just-
we
I'm
avoid
just
the
thought
brown
about it.
romper suit for this game? That'd be great.
I'm avoiding the hell out of it. You don't get much more dedicated than Dolly.
No, you're at this point like you're. This is the most involved trench coat I've seen in a while.
Yeah, no, fine with me. We'll figure out later with me how close the wards are to the building. So
Okay. With that, actually, we're going to zoom back to you because Dolly's pretty much done this day. She's not going to get much more action
No.
out of the
She
restaurant.
she does more deliveries, but not to anybody important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Epoch, what
They
are you
let her
doing?
use the bicycle.
Yay! I am important. I got a bicycle.
Well, I would hope that after my last day, I now know, a way to get closer, so I can actually spend, my 10 hours today actually nearby the building.
Sure. Take an extra dice for the perception. The sensing.
And this is for the whole day, right?
Yep.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to edge this because we need some frickin' intel. Oh.
Okay, so
better.
you got 3.
One second.
Sure.
Yeah, only 3.
Okay.
It's exploding, so.
It's okay. Yeah, all you got to do is add an exclamation point at the end.
Yeah, but it explodes 5s.
Does it? That's weird.
Well, it's
Yeah.
6s.
Yeah, but I've been noticing sometimes I get way too many dice. We had a match where I was supposed to be rolling 15 and I ended up rolling 17.
Well, that's why you
That's
just do
because-
things manually, and that way you don't have any
That's
confusion.
exactly why I just did it manually
Yeah.
to prevent that.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so you're walking at this point. You've kind of gotten their patrols and stuff mapped down. You do see a couple big spirits, at least on this side. You have a feeling that there's going to be more powerful spirits the closer you get to Yakuza HQ. But since you're still kind of on the outskirts, you're not really too worried about anything finding you. Let's see. The bubble covers most of the tenement. You notice that there's like edges of the legs that I described earlier that aren't. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. That aren't
Stop
kind of
that.
covered by this bubble. I know. I'm
Ow.
trying. I'm fighting it.
So if we were going to extract somebody magically, that would be the good place.
Yeah, that would be a good place to do it.
Cool. How far out from the walls, from like, let's say, where the living quarters are, do the bubbles extend?
If you were to guess, it would probably be about half an apartment.
Okay.
It gets less
and the bubble
covered the
doesn't-
higher up
The bubble
you go.
doesn't go all the way to the ground, or does the bubble go to the ground?
Oh, it goes to the ground.
Okay. Cool.
So it is a ward. A sensing would tell you the strength of it, correct? If you want to sense. Okay. So if you want to sense it directly for me, because this was just kind of a general sense test to give you a feeling of what's going on around you.
Okay, I'm gonna edge that as well.
Very nice. It is a level 3 ward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you blew that out
and-
of the water.
Mechanically, that means that you can can you hide going through a ward with a. I remember some other match we played. It had some sort of charisma check, or is that just to walk through it?
I personally do not know. Does anybody know the astral rules?
I
For
can
that?
look it up while everyone else does their stuff.
What are you looking for? Like the
A
what
ward,
the sensing does?
a power 3 ward. How does that affect my choices for going through it? You can force your way through a ward and you can go through it
Yep.
stealthily, right?
Sure
okay.
can.
And so you have to have more successes to go through it. If you want to go through it without them knowing about it, you have to have more successes than its power, right?
You have to have more successes than it generates with its force.
Oh, so it rolls against you. Okay.
Yep.
And
So
what do you
it would be 3 dice.
and what do you roll against it?
I believe it is involved with charisma. I'm looking it up for you now with my book that I have to look things up in.
I have it too. I just
I have
can't
a book
find
too. I couldn't find it either while Dolly was looking around because
That would take time. Alright, let's see. Ta-da.
I can keep looking for it while you guys go with other stuff.
Okay. Omni, what are you doing?
I've got my drugs. I still can't find a rocket.
It's on page 316. It is magic plus charisma versus barriers force times 2.
Awesome.
Oh, so it's just like if somebody's trying to hack into a freaking host.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's charisma plus magic.
Charisma plus magic.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Books are great.
I,
And PDFs have a search feature.
Hey, there you go.
The only thing I think I'm going to do is waiting to see if in Dolly's feed if it comes across with the picture of the other guy. In that case, I might be like, All right, time to drive on over there and just make this shit happen.
All right, so this is
All right.
day one for Dolly. So I'm trying to keep track.
Yep.
I'm constantly calling you to find out what's going on and also to annoy you. Omni.
Calling who? Oh,
Omni.
So-
I stop answering after a while, and you just have to talk to Creed. So enjoy that.
Okay, so you're just going over to like get eyes on target type stuff.
No, I'm just kind of like watching his feed.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So another day goes by. Epoch, you want to finish rolling your sensing stuff, so you have your ward that you want to move through. Correct?
Yeah, but what I'm reading here is if you go through the ward, you disrupt the ward.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to go through it stealthily. You either destroy the ward, you either beat through the ward and you go through, or you don't.
Awakened
I don't want
characters
to.
some other methods of going through the barrier than besides the use of brute force. This is paragraph 3 of the section on getting around mana barriers.
Waking characters have discovered another method of forcing their way through an astral barrier by brute force. If you get any net hits and emerge on the other side. Okay, so it would be magic plus charisma versus the barrier's force 2 opposed. And you just kind of go through.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll do that. I'm gonna try this day. I'm gonna try to actually go into the tenement.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, so you just kind of phase through it.
Yep.
You just kind of ripple through it. All right, what are you looking for?
I'm gonna scout around the tenement. Basically try to get a better feeling of the. I knew there's gonna be some spirits in here. Trying to get a better idea of the guards and where things stand and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Can you make me an sensing check first? Because you're looking for spirits, right?
Okay, I'm gonna be blowing all my mana on info, but it's worth it. That's my job. Oh,
Yeah,
that's 4.
you're right.
Okay.
When he's right, he's right. He knows his
Holy
stuff.
shit, yeah.
Okay, 9 successes.
9 successes. So yeah, you not only know that there are spirits, you can tell that they have been bound to a patrol route. There's one per floor.
Cool.
And they
What kind of spirits are they?
They are earth spirits.
Do I know their forces? Because I can know whether they're my level, higher or lower, right?
Yes, they are your level.
Okay, 4 6 ones. Cool. Anything else I should think about knowing other people on the team outside of character that Epoch would probably know to think about?
Not unless
I
you
feel
have an
like
idea on where we can find this guy so that we can bag and tag him.
Perhaps.
Well, he's gonna be a floor or 2 up because he's the one other guy's boss. So whatever.
Perhaps.
I
You
wouldn't
might want to make note of people that have low essences as a thought.
Oh yeah, we're looking for a direct out Decker. Yeah, that's a good idea.
No,
I'm
we
going
know
where
where the
he is.
Decker's at.
Yeah, we found him.
Oh,
we need his
okay,
boss.
No, yeah.
What we need
Yeah.
you to do is we need you to look in there and tell us how many awakened people there are.
No.
We need you to look in there and tell us how many heavily cybered people we're going to be facing, how many spirits there are, what patrol routes they're going on. This is what good astral reconnaissance on the basis would do. That's only 4 things I can think of off the top of my head that would be
Okay,
infinitely more useful.
So the 2 that I missed then are basically looking for what kind of cybered up junkies with low essence are around.
Okay, so you see about 6 of them on the 5th floor, and then on the 10th floor you see about another 6 of them. Really, really low essence. And
Okay.
of course you see the one on the 2nd floor. You can pretty much guess that's around the area of the Decker.
Okay. And I'm also looking for awakened individuals, like probably the people these spirits are binded to, or any other awakened.
Okay, there's 13. So you see about, as you're popping through, there's about 5 awakened individuals on one of the top floors.
Okay, cool. And they all seem my power, less power, more power.
One seems
I have 6 magic.
6 magic. One seems above yours. 2 are your
Yep.
level, and the rest of them are below.
Okay, cool. And by any chance, do I happen to know their specialties or any of that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay, cool. Epoch leaves.
Okay, you just kind of beat your chest. I'm out, bitches, and phase back into your body.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we move into the next day. End of the second day, beginning of the third day.
Alright.
So, Dolly, what are you doing?
Alright, so I've been working pretty much at this place now for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been making deliveries around the city and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much have a good lay of the land for what's going on, and the guards are pretty much familiar with me now.
Yeah, I would say so.
So, all right. So I am going to, as the day has clicked over to the third day, and I'm back to myself. I am going to head into the building with a delivery. And then I am just not going to come back out. I'm going to try to lose myself inside of the building for now. Because, I mean, it's 15 floors worth of people.
Yep, you should be able to find a comfortable spot to park.
Yeah. So I'm going to get in there and start setting up my own place in there. I imagine that a lot of things are, occupied by people, but there's going to be supply closets and stuff like that where I can set up a base of operations, no matter how small it is at the moment.
No, I completely agree. There's if you look hard enough, you can find a small broom closet that nobody's really squatted in yet, or at least hasn't recently. There's a couple indications that somebody has at one point, and the smell is absolutely awful, which is probably why people aren't currently squatting in it. But you figure that's good enough reason to get into that one.
I can live with it. There's been worse situations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to get a copy of the data that the group has been compiling while I was out of my mind, so to speak.
Okay.
And editing the boring parts out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because there's a lot of boring.
All right, so we have him on the second floor. It's fair to assume that perhaps his boss will be on the top floor. Would you like me to try to get closer? Or are we going to step in? Would you like me to interrogate him? I can get up to his room.
We could probably make our way over there if you were to convince him that that he and his boss are invited to some kind of thing at the restaurant. Or
perhaps I could tell him that there is a group of people that have been asking about him and his boss. And perhaps he will take me up to explain the situation. We do need him live, correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Alright, so I figure I go up and I tell him that there are people looking to find information on his boss. I've heard it. They've been asking very loud questions. Perhaps I can have him take me to the boss so I can describe it. It would be a benefit to him that, he comes up with this information. I would like you guys ready to roll in case things get bad.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
I have a light pistol, but I do not believe I'll be able to handle 6 cybered individuals.
12 if the top floors get down to you.
Alright.
So are we all going in a van then together?
You guys are?
Yeah, we can take Dolly's hand because she obviously did not
didn't use
have
it.
hers. And it'll have, I assume, the rest of her gear hanging out in it.
She doesn't really have a whole lot that she needs. So, I mean, you've basically got her pistols.
Yeah,
Those are her heavy weapons. And shotgun.
Her, her other change of armor and stuff would be there.
Okay.
Her infield.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to review my Persona fix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
While we're
review the
driving.
Persona fix. Review the Simpsons recordings so that I know the voice that I've been using.
Okay.
And I'm going to head up and knock on the guy's door.
And he looks back.
The Deckers.
So he kind of opens the door, looks at you.
I'm looking nervous. There's been people that have been asking about you.
And his eyes go really wide for a moment, and he
Ooh, snap.
okay, get in.
She looks over her shoulder and she rushes inside.
Okay, he shuts the door, and he starts pacing back and forth, and his hands start to shake a little bit, and you kind of
Don't worry. I realize that you're a nice man, and they've been asking about you, and I've told them that you do. I've told them that you live across town, but I figured that if they're looking for you, she nervously glances over his tattoos, that they might be looking. They might be people that you and your people should know about.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have con?
Do indeed have con.
Go ahead.
While Dolly is not a main face, this is what Dolly does. She's a spy. She's a dirty spy.
Spy, same for my century.
I know. I am going to roll that, and I may be edging failures, but we'll see. So, unfortunately, this is the second time seeing him, so first impression doesn't apply. But
Okay.
4 successes. I'm going to edge failures just because I want to be absolutely sure that he thinks it will be a good idea for me to talk to his boss. Wow. Way to go, Dice. Alright, so 5 successes.
Okay. So yeah, he totally buys it. And he's okay. All right. Let me send him a DNI real quick, and we'll sort this out. We'll get past this. Okay.
She nods and she's biting her bottom lip and kind of like looking through the peephole in the door.
Okay. He has shut the door. So he gives a DNI, and he thinks about it for a minute. He's like, okay, we're meeting with him now. Let's go. You can tell him what you told me. So he proceeds to follow. He proceeds to take you up another 2 floors. So you're on the 4th floor now, and you go up to a much wider apartment. A fatter, balding Asian man. Looks like if he had been in any other job, it looks like he would have been in some sort of a middle management position if he had a suit. But right now he's wearing like a comfy pair of business slacks with a wife beater. It looks kind of stained. And he looks out, waves you in, and shuts the door. And he doesn't seem like the itchy type, but at the same time it appears he's a little nervous. And
I give him a deep deferential bow.
He also bows. He kind of almost half bows and then just like doesn't bother with it.
Right.
He's like, okay, tell me what you know.
I've been working at a restaurant for a few days, and there were some gaijin that were looking for our friend here. I'm afraid I don't really know your name, she says awkwardly. But they described him, and they had photographs, and they were looking for him. And because he was nice on my first day, I told him that he lives across town, but I thought that perhaps that you would want to know
And
that these people were looking.
He curses.
I don't have pictures because I don't have a camera. I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did well. And he kind of curses under his breath, and he looks at the decker. He's like, I told you should have gotten out before then, and you didn't fucking listen to me. And he kind of starts pacing around a little bit. He's like, okay, we can beat this. We're in a castle, practically. What I want you to do is I want you to get all the information. I want you to bring it to me. We need a physical copy of all of this stuff so I can give it to my boss and he can get it out.
Like a physical copy?
Physical copy and wipe
photographs?
everything.
Photographs of them?
Like data chip.
Okay.
I
have my comm link. I'll see what I can do for you.
You stay right here. Points to the decker. You go get the copy, delete everything except for that copy. The decker kind of looks around. He's like, all right, I got this. And he leaves.
All right, so looking around his apartment, it's like a larger version of his apartment, basically?
Pretty much.
And it's on, like, the 4th floor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before we continue, so you're currently in this guy's. You're pretty much waiting on this at this point. The guy practically ignores you. The rest of you, you are in a van, Dolly's van. I'm going to assume.
Yep.
Okay, where are you going?
towards the giant death fortress.
The giant death fortress.
Yeah, it's about to be full of death.
Okay. Do you have? Are you doing it on grid guide? Are you driving yourself?
Probably driving it myself.
Okay. Are you? Vroom, vroom. All right. What do you guys want to do? Kind of perch, watch her comm link. What's going on?
As we have the idea that he's going to be coming back into that room, Wiggles, you can levitate us, right?
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Yeah, he wiggles his fingers. That's how he does things.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Epoch kind of like cocks an eyebrow and goes, "Yes."
Pay no attention to him.
Don't you tell him no paying attention. I got plans.
Whatever you want, Sparky.
Sparky, that doesn't.
Are they
make sense.
adorable?
Yeah, right.
I don't even have
Last
any
time you
cyber. What are you talking about?
You have a lot of flames.
You have a lot of flames.
Yep.
I guess he didn't want to call him Flamer, so I guess.
Are flaming.
He is flaming. Playboy
Anyway.
would eat you up.
Oh God.
So my plan is for Scully and I to like grapple gun up to the room, bust in through the window.
The fourth floor room, the big Mahat's room or whatever.
All right, fine. He can levitate us up there invisibly, and we bust through the window, and we do
So
our
are we
thing.
So we're gonna go invisible till we get to the ward and try to drop the invisibility and sneak across the ward, and then go up.
To tell you the truth, if you can just get us up to that level, I can blow out the wall, grapple gun in, and just have it pull us aside, so the ward doesn't have to worry about knocking out your
Oh,
spell.
I'm not worried about fighting the ward. I'm worried about being loud. Worried about things getting noticed.
True.
Well,
But if you're
I
gonna be
don't see
blowing
a
up
way
walls,
for
it doesn't really matter.
the four of us to, or the three of us to get up there, unless so you guys want to wait down here in the thing and see if Dolly can get them to come down. I'm okay with that too.
We can go levitate up there and then take a crowbar and pull the boards off and go inside.
All right, that sounds like a better plan than explosions.
Finally.
Yeah. Basically, we just want to make our way through the squalor of the outside, get close to the ward, and find a place where we can sneak across and recast when we're inside the ward.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Your guys' plan. I'm not.
Okay.
It's got legs.
I don't like your
Ha
tone.
ha! People are taking it and running. It's got legs, baby. It's all over the place.
We've got a time limit here.
Okay. The first three invises are going to be force 3. They're going on. This first one is going to be Scully.
Yay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
While he is
And
rolling
my
his
brain.
dice.
Yeah.
My drain.
No.
This is going to be on Omni. No drain because it's force -1. So,
Okay.
And this one's going to be on myself. Cool. So both me and Scully have force 3. Omni has force 2, and my drain, I'm okay. All the spells are
It's
out.
still force 3.
Oh,
Your
it's
net
still
hits
force 3?
only. Yes.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
He's just making things up as he goes.
Okay.
No. Do we want to go murder or do we want to go non-lethal?
Non-lethal's
How many
usually
other
best.
guys were in the room? I forget. With the boss guy.
Nobody.
All right.
There's nobody else in the room except Dolly
Alright,
right now.
let's just go in and yoink him.
All right.
Whoa, hey! I don't think you're that kind of service. You're there for a very different
She
purpose.
said yoink, not yank.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yoink.
It's a totally different thing.
Okay.
So I think we're just gonna wait.
cool with that, Sarge?
Yeah, that's fine by me if you want to let them know.
All right. So as Dolly is up there, she starts pacing into the guy's bedroom, just like she's nervous because she's up there alone with this guy, and he follows her into the bedroom to start yelling at her because clearly she's not supposed to be in his private areas. Ha ha!
Ha ha ha.
And she is going to shoot him.
All right.
I'm going to edge failures on that.
Probably a good idea. That's
Yeah, because I'm
3
pretty
out
sure
of the
that
4
he's-
you have, I think, so far.
I'm pretty sure he's dodgy. I have 3 more successes that I can make,
Okay.
and then I'll hit my gun's limit. So it's 11d6.
11D.
Alright, so that is the limit of my gun is 1 higher, so it's 8 successes to shoot him ideally from surprise.
Yeah, you're going to be basically turning around and the pistol will be out and just boink right in the, I'm going to say in like the chest area with the narco jet. You don't want to shoot him in the head.
No. Alright,
So at
so
that
that's going
point,
to be 15 stun that he has to soak.
he has no armor. So pretty much just be body and strength, if I recall, right?
Body and willpower.
Body and willpower, so we'll do... Oh man, yeah, that's that's freaking 10 stun. Alright, so you get him right in the chest and he just kind of looks. And he starts getting real woozy and his eyes kind of unfocus as he just flops down on his bed.
Alright, I drag him into the bedroom and I send a quick DNI to the team. Man's down. Sedated.
Awesome. You could do this yourself.
I'm gonna
Well,
let
getting
her.
him-
I'm
getting
gonna,
them down is the easy part. Getting them out is the hard part.
I'm going to
That's
DNI.
distraction.
I'm going to
I
DNI
can't
that.
hear you.
Go ahead, Epoch.
I'm going to DNI that you should start working on taking as many boards off the window as you can, so we don't have to take off very much from the outside, so we don't have much work to do. Because we're going to levitate in invisible, and then we're going to levitate invis everyone out.
Well, I will start working in the bedroom.
I don't
to try
know
to
if anybody
get the window.
noticed, but I took a hit of psych a while up in the chat.
I saw it.
Because-
I did see that, yeah.
Okay, because otherwise this would be impossible.
Take a hit of
You guys-
jazz while I'm in there,
Okay. Yeah,
'Cause-
jazz.
because you know.
You guys want me to go
psych
make
is
a
your
loud
sister.
distraction?
Shit, we'd do it. No.
Because I could go do that,
Um,
you know.
Actually,
I
it
know-
might be a good idea for you to go make a loud distraction. While you're invisible, if you skirt around through to the opposite side of the tenement, and you're there in case things go bad to make a distraction.
This I can do.
And I'll DNI that I'm going to attempt to keep your invisibility up, but I'm going to warn you that if I have to drop something, I'm probably going to drop your invis first, but I'm going to try to warn you before I do it.
Understood.
I start trying to clear the window in the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay, so Scully and I
And
are
I'm
going to make it to
keeping
the
an
edge
ear
of the
out.
board.
Go ahead, Kat.
I'm keeping an ear out, and while I am doing this, I am reaching into my purse and pulling out my kabuki mask.
Good idea. Okay. So Kabuki mask comes out. You start trying to pry the boards off with your fingers, right?
Well, I don't imagine that he cooks, so I imagine I will be trying to do something along those lines, yes. Because I don't have, like, industrial tools that I carry in my purse.
Okay.
Break one of his chairs or something and get the leg of it to pry off.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, if you had a chainsaw, like, a chainsaw would help.
I have a mini welder. That would greatly help.
Chainsaw with
but-
a silencer.
Chainsaw with a silencer. If you find that, let Loader know. Because he'll be all over that shit.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go into the kitchen to see if I could find anything that is, like, sturdy, like, you know, those, meat tenderizers.
Okay, that's fine. Scully, what are you guys doing with the lift up?
We're
course,
going to
would be
the
great.
edge of the ward, and we're gonna drop our spells and roll sneak and I don't know, roll sneak. We're gonna try to sneak across the ward and then recast spells inside.
Okay. Yeah, you would be able. Go ahead and roll your sneak checks. Kat, go ahead and roll your visual perception, please.
Oh,
Alright.
1 second. Mechanically, if I'm upkeeping our 2 spells, do I just have to roll to beat the ward 3 times when we go through?
That is correct.
Oh, you know what? We're better off doing that then.
Doing what?
Oh, really?
If I just roll to beat the ward 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna drop our spells. Cool.
Okay.
Fine by me.
See, I'm figuring he
I'm
probably
going
has.
to edge. I'm gonna edge that first one.
Okay.
So I'm re-rolling failures, which is my full frickin' thing.
4, 13, yep. 4, 8, and 3 to get through. It's going to be rolling, I believe, 6. Yes, because it's
6
double.
dice.
Yep. So here's the first one. Matches. Second one.
Boom.
All right. So as the first person starts to reach through and push through, it pushes back.
Okay, I'm gonna then like grab Scully because I can see where she is because I'm holding her spell, and well I don't know, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna be like, nope, that's not gonna work. Let's drop our spells.
Okay.
No problem.
So I'm gonna drop our spells, and then we're gonna have to sneak through.
Roll sneak, everybody. And while they're doing that, Kat, you managed to find like a hammer, like a claw hammer.
Perfect. I want to start stripping the boards out of the window.
Go for it.
Does this count as urban?
Urban? Yeah, this definitely counts as urban. It's a 10
Counts as aerial.
Aerial stealth. There you go. Roll me aerial stealth. If I ever say that in any of my games, I quit. I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna recast. I don't know if we get across and then we find a little corner to invisible and then we sneak across. Do we find another little corner to respell or?
No, it's kind of like a flat wall. You guys managed actually. Let's. Okay, you managed to not attract any attention to yourselves. You're up flat against the wall, but that's. I mean, you're next to a wall in broad daylight.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly recast invisibilities.
Go for it.
I'm gonna burn 3 regions on each one.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're 4 6s then.
Okay.
And they're 4 6s, and I'm okay on the drain.
Excellent. Okay. So you're invisible yet again. Omni, what are you doing?
Dun, 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 dun,
Walking around looking nonchalant.
Dun, 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 dun.
dun, dun, dun.
Nonchalant. Make me
Ta-da!
surprise. Blop. Make me a let's see stealth check. If you're trying to go inconspicuous here, incognito, if you may. Kenny
I'll
Lodge's
spend
bonus.
my one.
No, we're not going to give bonuses based off of who sings Danger Zone. I'm sorry.
Wow. Thanks, Edge.
Oh, damn, dude. So 3 successes. Okay.
Mm.
This would be the same. So you're not being inconspicuous enough. Put it that
Nope.
way. So both of the guards at the front kind of look over at you, and they're looking at you real funny. Do you have your mask on or anything? Or is it just your coat?
He's still invisible. I never dropped that one.
He's
that's why
still.
That's why my dice were still at a negative when I re-rolled.
Gotcha. Okay. So stealth, he's kind of being incognito with your invisibility bonus.
He's basically rolling to not sound too loud.
Yeah, at that point. Okay, so you're kind of walking around and
Plunk,
you
plunk.
forget that invisibility.
Shane versus Belch.
Yeah, there you go. You forget that invisibility doesn't necessarily mean you can't move around. So you kind of go through a pile of trash completely an accident while you're keeping a look at the building and kind of start kicking things around as you try to jump out of it real quick. And both of them kind of look over and go like, huh. Eh?
That was an odd wind.
I start making whoosh noises.
And they're looking
Let us
around
do
and
this
they go,
performance
wow,
check."
it's really not that windy outside.
It is right here, but not so much anywhere else.
Wow, it's really windy in this one spot. And it's not even windy, it just sounds like it is.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
well, it must
try
be nothing.
I'm gonna let everybody know that they kind of looked at me, but I don't. They might think it was the wind because of the way the trash moved.
Guys, they're looking at me funny.
Of course they are.
Okay. So, Dolly, I would say that can you make me a strength check? Dolly, Dolly, Dolly.
La, 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 la.
Did Cat leave?
I don't know.
Shouldn't have. He's probably just muted or at the potty.
It says there's a problem with the call. Oh shit! Hold on, I'm gonna hang up real quick. Yeah, I'm calling back.
Okay.
There's Epoch. There's Susie.
Hey,
Hello?
Oh, I accidentally hung up on him.
Oh yeah.
I think he just outright crashed because I'm not getting a response from him. He's still in the Roll20 though. Somebody want to ping him real quick?
Pretty sure he knows.
Probably does. But
Cat, your Skype done pooped. How's it going so far, guys? Is everybody enjoying themselves?
having a good time.
yeah.
Trying to not make this turn into a brown romper suit.
Until work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Tuesday. That's not a work day.
What?
What do you do?
Yeah, I gotta
Self-employed.
Oh.
Right now, I'm busy filling my condo with a tenant, so that's all I have to do tomorrow is get some leases signed.
Nice. Yeah, everybody in chat, respond. How's the game going? 10 out of 10. If everybody wants karma,
Oh,
you rate it 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Rivalry.
Oh shit. I guess until cat comes back. Till the cat comes back. The very
very
next
next
day. I'm so glad everybody knows that. Oh man. Mama Rocket-san. A rocket a rancher.
I still think she's a free spirit.
Rancho?
A rancher. Rocket a rancher. Get the fuck out of my store. Okay, so I guess we'll just keep going. She's gonna make her check later to catch up, because that's pretty much what she's doing. What do you guys want to continue doing? Omni, you're not sure that if you got spotted or not, but it may not be. It may be a good idea to go to another spot.
Do they have swords or do they have guns?
Oh, they have swords. Come on. It's Yakuza.
Yeah. Well, I'm just making sure because I have my my chainsaw equipped on my gun.
Okay.
You're just gonna chainsaw them from invisibility, aren't you?
If they charge me with swords, I want to be able to fight them.
This is gonna be like when Rock took out a freaking katana while he was not a katana, a claymore while he was invisible. Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
I'll
We'll
probably just reposition myself and in hope that they don't investigate too heavily.
okay.
Invisible.
Yep, invisible and 8. Make me another sneak check, please.
Should have silenced the freaking street Sam. It's always a good idea. I always forget to silence the street Sams.
3.
Okay. Yeah, so they're too busy focused on the trash and the fact that they kind of look around and one guy's like, it's probably just a rat. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. All right. And they go back to like their neutral stances. Yeah, that's what I figured. He should just be able to add back in.
Well, it
I think he's
wasn't
there.
letting me until just now until I tried to call you guys.
That's weird. Okay, well, you didn't miss much.
Okay,
At this point there. So what are you, Dolly? You make me a strength check, please.
cool.
A
Strength
strength
check.
or lifting and carrying.
Well, no, I'm not having her lift her and carry anything. I'm just trying to have her pull the boards off.
All right,
Oh.
I can do that.
I can punch the boards off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Dolly up there with a. I'm gonna put not Dolly. I'm gonna put Scully up with a very strong levitate, so I can put a couple. So I can put like a ton of kilo force on her, so she can pull stuff off and keep her in place and carry down the guy. I DNI'd the team that.
Sounds like a plan. Roll me that. Cat, you made one success. You managed to get, I would say, about a quarter of one out of two boards taken off.
If only you had a large orc up there with which.
I know.
I'm sorry. I said that completely wrong because I'm so tired. You got one window about a quarter done.
Okay. I'm with you.
1/4 of a board. You got done.
I was wondering how that
Woo!
worked. I was
No.
going to go with the GM.
Wow. Okay, so that.
Okay.
Jesus. All right, so Epoch, Skelly. So you're gonna go. Can you roll the levitate for me?
Oh God. That's exploding too. So
Wow.
Did you
Yep,
just
don't worry
explode
about
me?
it.
I can't even go. I can't even go any further.
So you rolled so well that Scully's now in orbit. Scully, do you have
Wait,
do you,
wait. What was the limit on your spell?
6.
It was force 4 with 2 regions. Yeah, 6. So
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Scully, do you have zero gravity by chance?
What's your
Or
drain?
spacer trait?
it's drain. It's force -2. So I take one. I take one drain.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was physical or not because of all those successes. Because the way the new weird drain rules work, if you get like a lot more successes than your magic ratings when you start taking physical.
Yep.
So it's even worse if you're like a good spellcaster than if you were a shitty spellcaster.
Because you're throwing the big shit around, but you're gonna get hit just as hard.
Yeah. So I've got. So it's clearly force 6. So there is 1,200 kilos of lifting force, and I'm gonna move her up. I'm gonna move her up slowly until she gets in front of the right spot.
Okay.
Sorry,
And I
John, I
passed her
wasn't
acro-
trying to call you. I was trying to get back into the call.
Alright then, I was a little confused. All of a sudden my Skype's just blowing up.
That's no problem. Sorry about that.
I also. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. I don't know if anybody saw earlier, but I passed Scully my crowbar.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw
Yep,
that.
I saw that. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So
Like I need
I'm
that.
holding her in front of there.
Yeah.
I'm keeping us all invisible and holding her in front of there.
Okay. And Scully, what are you doing?
I guess I'm trying to get the boards off.
Yeah, you gonna punch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it.
You're gonna punch it. All right. Make me a unarmed attack,
He hands
please.
her the crowbar and she like hangs it on her shoulder and then punches the board out of it. Fuck this thing.
Yes.
Crowbars are for breeders.
Pretty much.
So hopefully, has Dolly taken enough off the inside that when Dolly pulls off boards, when Scully pulls off boards, she can pass them inside instead of passing them outside?
Why would she pass to the outside?
Yeah, that's exact. But
Yeah,
I mean,
come on.
if it was a window that was boarded up on both sides, it might have not had the option earlier.
So you pull back. You take one of those deep breaths that you've seen in kung fu movies, and just blast the shit out of it. You hit it so hard that it almost feels like paper. You must have just hit it in the right spot. The boards are rotting, and it's almost like a blast, just shotguns inside of just splinters.
She hit that board so hard the forest felt it.
Exactly. The tree that spawned that acorn just suddenly fell down in the fucking forest. And nobody knows why. Or heard it, for that matter. So you have absolutely pulverized any covering on this window. You look in, and it's pretty fucking dark. Make me a visual perception check -4, because your eyes are going to be adjusting from the bright outside to the inside.
Orcs have low light vision.
Yeah.
Yep.
Visual.
So that will
Plus
reduce
2 minus 4, so that's 7, I guess. 7.
I'm really hoping this is the right window.
it.
What?
Both of you make me an edge check, please.
Could you
They would-
imagine? Well, I'm the one directing
would-
her, right?
I know.
They
Both of you
they
make
would
me an
know
edge check.
which window it is because they have Dolly's
Dolly's.
link on
That's
the inside.
true. Yep, you're right. Okay.
Because that would be
Wake up,
hilarious.
GM.
Especially because she's invisible. Just imagining that some
Get
old
me, make
Yakuza
me
guy in the windows just blow in.
What the crap? Get out! Godzilla coming! Ah! It just fucking blows out his door and screams down the hallway.
I think we just found our quote.
Significantly taller than anybody on the side.
Oh, I'm broken. All right, serious face. So you managed to blast in the window, and as you're looking inside the doom and gloom, you see exactly what Dolly saw when she first got in here, except that person is sitting in the chair on the left-hand side over here, with all of the stuff around him, and it seems like he is cold simmed.
Alright.
Oh, so you're getting the Decker. Cool. Ah, I just get dropped again.
No, you're
No,
there.
no, you're fine.
Okay.
Just nobody's
Fine.
talking for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you gonna leap in and punch him in the face? Come on, what you
I
doing?
don't know. I don't want to punch him in the face. I don't want to hurt him because I almost killed some guy when I did that once.
Just wait for him to wake up and then punch him in the face.
There you go.
I have bindings. Can I just bind him?
Yeah. Plastic
Yeah,
bindings?
He's in cold sim. He's not gonna feel a damn thing.
Pretty much.
We can spend time and get like the Japanese knot binding on him, and he'd be set to go.
There you go. Wakes up and he's in
He's-
like a knot cage. What the fuck? How did you have enough time to do this?
You took forever.
I got bored while I was waiting on you to wake up, so I figured I'd practice. Hope you don't mind.
As soon as he wakes up, he gets the shock glove pimp slap.
Gotta love that
Shock
pimp
glove?
slap. Shock
Yeah.
glove.
But he's out. So why am I going to punch a guy when he's out?
Cause he will wake up when you pull the plug out of when he jacks out. He will be awake,
Mm-hmm.
and he will probably
Oh.
be screaming at that point.
If you were to like put your hand over his mouth so he can't scream, yank the cord and knock him the fuck out, and then take all of his electronics.
Don't if you pull out the cord, doesn't that dump shock him?
Yep.
Only if they're yeah. It dump
But
shocks
it
them, which
holds
makes
him-
them daze.
Cold
Cold
sim
sim is
stun,
not
hot
physical
sim is
damage.
physical,
So I
right?
have a second in which to shock him with my
Right.
electric fingers.
He'll be sitting there kind of dumb for a few moments, and then you can like knock him the fuck out with your glove that is conveniently wrapped around his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You can also punch him a few times, right?
If she punches
Wait,
him,
no,
she will kill him.
You have
I
physical.
probably will kill him.
Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. You
Or-
better
X
scary.
has X has boxing gloves, so she can do stun damage.
I can't. He wants them to be able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Right.
They could be unconscious.
Well, yeah, they'll wake up eventually.
He can talk with some
With
fat
a broke
lips.
jaw.
Exactly. Couple fat lips never hurt anybody. Well, by definition, they hurt people, but I mean, they didn't kill anybody.
No, they mean Mick Jagger what he is today.
That's collagen. There's a difference.
So you're gonna dump shock him from Cold Sim while holding his face with a shock gauntlet. Okay.
Right.
All right, works
I like
for
your
me.
Style.
just
Are you
Grab-
just a question? You are supposed to be recovering the data as well. Any plans on that?
Just rip all the
I don't know
electronics
any-
out.
Scully doesn't know anything about that, so somebody else is gonna have to handle that stuff.
That's
Just-
why we have a convenient creed.
Mm-hmm.
And he can totally show you. Look, see that? See how it looks expensive and electronic?
Expensive
Yes,
and
I do.
electronic.
That's Qualiber right there.
Just
There you go.
Electricity?
So you see on your ARO kind of that brief moment where he just kind of peeks his head into your vision and goes, "Hi, Creed here. You see that? You want to pull that? That's good." And he turns into like a bloodhound and that cartoonish point with his nose pointing toward the
Aw.
chip.
That's the kind of thing I would respond to. Thanks, Creed.
He
He
gives
kind of pops up and is like, toasty.
toasty.
Is it odd that Creed has more humanity than Omni?
Yeah, no, I hate
Omni
that.
is 0.05 essence.
Yeah, and Creed has like an artificial AI
Creed
essence. That's
doesn't have
fantastic.
more humanity. He has more personality.
Personality,
Okay,
exactly.
that's a good point. I guess Omni technically has 0.25 more humanity.
Okay, so Dolly, what are you doing? Now that they're
Alright,
in the
so-
building.
They are in there with the Decker, and I'm up here with the boss still.
Mm-hmm. And
Alright,
you're
well-
trying to wedge boards out.
Yep, I got that. I'm gonna keep pulling on the board. Well, actually, I want to go lock his door and put a chair under the door,
Okay.
just in case. Because I mean, if nothing else, it will give me a warning when they try to sneak through the door. So, and once the door is somewhat secured, I am going to start. Continue working on clearing the window. And she is really missing her shotgun right now, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Make me
I would
a.
so string that son of a bitch up against the door. Knock,
um,
knock, surprise.
knock knock, boom. Make me
By the way,
a.
that's a great way to keep Mormons out.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Have you heard about my good Lord and Savior Winchester? So
Another strength check.
a strength check +1, because you kind of you're managing to get more space than you had before.
Wow,
Same thing. You get about halfway through it. You're starting to see a lot of light come into the room.
that's fine.
All right, Omni, what you doing?
Tapping my foot impatiently, waiting for the sign that they need a distraction.
Okay. Do you? All right.
Sound of a dying giraffe.
I know what Loader would do for the distraction, but I can't
What
wait
the
to
hell
see
do
what.
you guys know that sound for? I want to know.
Have you ever seen the South Park movie?
No,
All right.
I refer
I
you
thought
to
we were
the
getting-
fact I don't watch cartoons.
Until that point, I thought we were getting an insight into your life, but I'm totally fine with getting a South Park quote.
Yeah, no. In the movie, he's like, make a sound like a dying giraffe. Wah.
Wah, wah. All right.
My new
So,
favorite thing at the moment.
Scully, you managed to plastic tie him, and you're just gonna rip the cord out.
Yep.
And you just see his eyes, like, from the back of his head roll forward and then just kind of split in two different directions. And he just lolls his head, and it's like coming out of a really, really deep sleep because somebody just bitch slapped you in the face.
Yep.
So he's...
Sounds
And then you get
horrible.
shot to the mouth.
Okay, you
Sounds
shock
like
it.
summer camp.
So he has no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, he just feels a presence on his lap and something wrapped around his face. So go ahead and make me the shock check.
Okay. That is.
She gets a bonus for only having to touch, right?
That's correct. It's +2, I
What do I roll for
believe.
that?
Unarmed combat.
Unarmed
Oh, okay,
combat.
that's what I
Yes.
I think that's 11.
Best thing is he doesn't get to dodge either. It'd just be a crap ton of net hits.
Yep. Then you just gotta grab a server rack and nope the fuck out.
And his cyber deck.
Okay, so he doesn't really resist, so it's going to be your stun rating +4 and damage that he has to soak.
Oh shit.
So how much is that, Miss
snaps.
Scully?
I don't know what.
Starts with an 8 base.
Okay, so you're
8
so
minus
well-
5 plus her successes, so.
y -5. Cat y -5.
Because it's
Because
electric.
it's electric.
Woogie
Mm.
woogie woogie.
What
So-
do I roll? I'm here.
Oh no, it's basically
roll
at this
anything.
point.
It just does.
Yeah, for you originally rolled a hit, and they would roll to like dodge, but he is tied up
Did
and
not
dump
dodge.
shocked. He can't dodge.
All
So
right.
it
I
automatically
was
goes
just
through,
understanding everything that was being said.
and then all of your net hits would go toward the damage of your weapon. Just kind of as a stack on extra. So you have 8 plus 4, which makes it 12. And then he takes a -5 to a soak check because it's electric damage. It's while going around any of defenses. So he doesn't have anything, which means...
And I accidentally killed him.
Shock into physical is halved. The overflow.
Oh, God, that's good.
Yep. Yeah, no, you'll be fine. All right, so it's 12,
Maybe.
8, 12. So you do 9 damage. 9 shock damage. Straight to his mouth region. And he doesn't like it at all. He's
Did I burn
shaking
off his
and...
mustache?
Oh, yeah, at this point, because
He's
you're...
been working so hard on that, and you had to ruin it.
You, of all things on this mission, that is the most horrid of abominations that you
hurt
could have
him,
done.
But you hurt his pride. And by pride,
Failing
I
at
mean-
it.
So, yep, he's pretty much out. He goes, and then just kind of falls to the side as his face is smoking.
So he does what Creed does when he sees a sexy-looking computer part. Okay.
I thought that was ow with the big cartoon wolf with the eyes that come out of his
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out through
And
the
then
body.
he makes the oh sound as his foot slaps the floor.
Hamana, 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 hamana.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we
Creed,
got both of them
stop it.
unconscious now?
Both of them are unconscious, correct.
Alright.
So now it's just a
Scully,
matter
you
of
can pick him up, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother.
I DNI'd you earlier to stick a limb of his out the window so I could see it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I do that. I wave it at you like it's a...
Okay.
Hi, I'm electrocuted.
Force 2 invis on the limb so he goes
See, the
invisible.
best part is I imagine her actually saying that in character. Hi, I'm electrocuted. Waving the limp arm out the window.
Oh my god. That is very much Scully
I
too.
probably would. She's highly distracted.
After I invis the Yakuza Decker, I bring Scully at the window and bring her down to me.
Yay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Bringing her down.
send Scully up to where the other one is.
Alright.
Mhm.
Dolly.
Dolly,
Getting a little seasick or something.
Dolly, make me another strength this time +2 because you're getting a lot of wiggle room now.
Thank God.
So I can extend the test in reverse.
I know, right? It's the best kind. And I'm consistent with one freaking success each
So
time.
you manage by the time
I'll
that
get 20 dice and get one success.
Scully gets up to the window, you kind of like they send you a DNI and you wave real quick out the window, and so by the time she comes up, you have most of the window gone. There's like 1 or 2 boards left.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to lift it up because, you don't have to reach to the bottom of the window to lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start passing the guy's arm out the window
Okay.
for Scully to
Force 2
receive.
invis.
Force.
Force 2 invis on the boss.
Okay.
I thought you said Force 3.
Oh, sorry, it is Force 3 and it's successfully Force 3. I misread.
Okay.
And
Score.
I'm fine with the drain.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to bring Scully back down after I feel the weight on the levitation.
Do you want to take Dolly with you?
I can get out.
No, because I don't want to upkeep too many spells with the invis, so I'm going to send her... I DNI everyone that I'm going to send... I'm going to send
I can
Scully
help.
back up to get Dolly. That way I don't have to have
Oh
so
my
many
God.
invises out.
Okay.
Never up.
Or I can just walk out
Oh,
the
actually...
door.
Wait, actually... oh, okay. If she says that, then I ignore her. I DNI back that...
Ignore her.
So I will go
One
back.
second.
I will go
Okay,
back
yeah.
to my alcove.
Okay.
And I will take the delivery box and I will leave. With the delivery
Okay.
box looking a little bit sheepish, I'm gonna dishevel my clothes and like rough my hair up.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
Okay. You might want to send Scully back up. I'm just gonna say that Scully wasn't unprofessional enough to leave all the equipment out.
No.
So you kind of just take.
She definitely.
she takes a cyber deck and the thing that Creed indicated, because he was working on a cybernetic
Whatever
at the
Creed
time.
pointed at, I took.
Exactly. So Creed was very helpful. Again, that cartoonish bloodhound pointing at least 3 different devices. You have no idea what they do. All he says is, please don't break them. And you go, okay. So you shove them all into... Do you have a bag or something?
I could have a bag.
I imagine there's at least a backpack in the room.
I would imagine so. So you take a quick look around. You find the Decker's backpack, actually. It has a couple other pieces of equipment and stuff in it. You start shoving everything that you can pretty much is not nailed down on that chair as Creed starts
Comic
pointing.
books.
Yeah.
Hey,
it-
Zeus,
What?
when you get a chance, spend 1,005 to pick yourself up a handy sack, is what it's called. I'll explain
Okay.
it to you in the game, but it's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. So once you get all that, you sling it on your back, which is covered by the invisibility spell, and you guys go down. Okay, so you have the mark. You're down. Dolly is currently on her way and extracting. Make me a etiquette check, Dolly, please.
Sure. It's not a problem. Let's see. I think I have 10d6 in that, but I want to confirm it is etiquette. Yes, 10d6. Two successes.
Okay.
I think it's enough. I'm not going to bother re-rolling.
Yeah. So you're walking down, and you get a few suspicious looks, but at the same token, the way you look, people are like, "Oh man, well, I guess it's not the first woman he's conquered
Right.
in his room." So you shut the door behind you, you leave it locked, and you walk out. There's pretty much you walk back to the Chinese restaurant. What are the rest of you doing? You have 2 invisible guys and no place to carry them at this point.
I
have the
follow
van.
Dolly.
What'd you say?
So when Scully gets down and asks me if I can carry one, I'm gonna
Can't
DNI
carry
back.
both of them, I don't think.
Oh,
I think
might
you
be able
could.
to.
What's your
I'm gonna DN.
hold on, Scully? What's your strength?
My strength is 4.
Do you have cyber
Really?
arms?
No.
Okay.
Okay. If she asks me that, then I'm gonna say I can't. But if you don't have to carry them and walk, if you can just pick them up and hold them against your chest, then I can levitate your group out.
Oh, okay.
I'll just have to push one more spell through the ward.
But
Something.
you already got them down on the ground, don't you?
Yeah, but I haven't dropped her levitate, and if she can't
Well,
carry
you're
both
outside
of them,
of the ward now, right?
no, we still have to get out of the ward. We're at the bottom of the building.
That's correct.
Oh,
They-
so
they-
you got-
Yeah, they push through the ward to get below your 2 windows, and now they
Gotcha.
have to push back through it.
So I'm going to try to push all. There's 4 invisibilities and 1 levitate. I'm gonna try to push all 5 spells through the ward. Well, all 5 spells. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get Scully to I'm gonna help Scully pick these invisible bodies up because she can't see them, and I'm gonna put them in her. I'm gonna put them in her arms. And so she can bear hug both of these 2 guys.
Okay.
Aw.
And I have the levitate to hold them all up then.
Okay. Scully, make
and-
me a strength check, please.
That's just
Just,
straight up.
yep, straight up.
46. Roll a d20.
What the heck just happened?
You need to
I
do...
forgot that part. 46. I'm half asleep.
Okay, 2 successes. Yep, you managed to find... Yep, you're fine. So you're bear hugging them both. Epoch, push them through. Omni, you want to get the car warmed up?
When I start,
Go.
when she starts, when I start pushing her away, going away, I'm gonna walk behind her and I'm gonna hold onto the collar of her jacket and stand up and put my feet on her heels, and I'm just gonna push us all along the grounds and just slowly make our way out of there, just above the tops of the bazaar.
Okay, Scully, do you have gymnastics?
I do.
Go ahead and roll that for me, please. Because you're pretty
I
much...
can hold-
no, she's pretty much doing the equivalent of a circus act at this point.
Well, I can hold her. I can hold her in place.
Wait, what did I just look at? It was
Like I
like-
said,
can do
it's
Yeah,
going
okay.
to be difficult
Yeah,
to pull
no
off
worries.
for most people.
I'm gonna get ready to dive off if it seems like she can't handle this.
Probably a
walk.
good idea. Okay, Yeah, she's barely hanging on, but she's hanging on.
I'm
Pretty.
gonna go really slow and try to help her with my levitate concentration to keep her steady.
Roll.
I'm gonna go super slow.
Do you? Hold on.
I want to go super slow. I want to go super fast.
Super fast. I guess that would be a lifting and carrying check. Make me a. Damn it. I hate this stuff. All right, just make the check. Push it through.
Okay. So this is going to be 5 of them. Wait. Yeah. 4 people and a spell. Yeah, 5 of them. I'm gonna start with a levitate.
Okay.
Okay.
Gets
Okay.
through.
I'm gonna push one of the guys. I'm gonna push the boss. Let's say he's kind of touching the ward first.
Okay.
Because he's important.
Still good.
Okay. Gonna push the decker.
Now you realize you would be taking one less for each of these, right?
These are
'Cause you're-
just the charisma checks against the. These aren't new spells, right? These are pushing through the ward. Because the ward is charisma magic, right?
That's correct. I'm thinking of you're doing the same action several times, like trying to dodge several times in a row.
Oh, okay.
But-
sure.
Different spells each time, though.
Okay, well we'll just do it like this then.
Okay, we can. Well, here the last 2 were the same spell, so let's peel the last dice off the last one, and the results are still the same.
Yep.
And then, since I'm passing a bunch of invises through, I'll take less dice on those. So this one's 11d6 then.
Okay.
Oh, helps if I roll it properly.
What is with all the people trying to be a low rent Terminator lately?
I don't
I'm
know.
Got
going
another
to
guy's
edge-
like,
I'm gonna
I've
edge
got
my-
all cyber limbs.
I'm edging my failures.
Okay.
I was trying to say that before you rolled.
No, it's all right. Go ahead. That's fine. I heard you saying it, which is why I clicked it. Holy shit! I think you make that one.
Okay.
You get better as it went less.
Jeez.
and those, yeah. And then this is the last one,
It's crunch time.
and I'm going to edge my failures.
Okay. Well, you declared it.
I used the edge, but it didn't matter.
Okay.
And now I'm going to levitate us as a group just over the heads of everyone to the van, and wait for Omni to open the back door.
You're gonna be waiting
And
a
I'm
while
gonna,
because
I'm gonna uninvis Omni before he gets there.
Creed can
Or,
open the
when
back
he
door.
gets-
Creed can open a door. Actually, he will do that for you. I am following Dolly to make sure that she gets clear.
Okay, so when Creed opens the door, I'm gonna kind of flip us all on our side and toss us inside, and drop all our spells.
Okay.
That's good. We have people to land on.
Yep. They're soft and squishy.
Okay, I quickly turn around and close the door and fall against the side of the van on the inside, panting, intense.
Scully and Epoch, roll me edge, please.
I have 2, I think. How
That
the
was
hell
almost a glitch.
is that?
Ooh.
Wait, how do I roll edge?
It's just your total
Total
number.
pool.
Yep, edge pool.
I only have 2, so that kind of sucks.
Or it could be awesome.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
Okay, it sucks.
So you guys turn on your side, and the total weight of 4 people and 3 people and an orc hitting the
She's
back
a
of the
person,
van.
Damn it.
Orcs are people too.
Orcs are people.
tall.
Orcs are just slightly heavier, taller people, which is why there's the differentiation. The rocking of the car from the 4 people all falling at the same time on it creates a squeak loud enough to alert somebody nearby. And then the door shut.
Just one somebody.
One fun or somebody.
Somebody was like, "Oh, what the hell's up with that van?"
Yeah, right?
Okay. Can I drop into the astral and go outside and see if there's somebody really obviously nearby who feels alerted? Like, I'm gonna look at their aura and see if somebody's really freaked out.
Sure.
And if that's the case, I will just go and silence them.
We'll silence
Greet them in the language of your people.
Yes.
Stun.
Okay, so I'm looking for somebody's aura who just changed feeling.
You don't see anybody.
And
There's a couple auras around, but you're not really getting a good reading on any of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into my body.
Does somebody have
and-
bees in the background?
I'm gonna go
No.
lie against. I'm gonna pant and just. I'm gonna try not to fall asleep
Okay.
because my guy's probably pretty freaking tired.
Roll me willpower and. What should I make this?
Doesn't it
I
sound
somehow
like a
got out of
small
I
breeze?
somehow got out of that with no stun, but I'm guessing the mental effort was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Orchestrating all those spells.
Willpower and body.
Okay. And that's the same as an edge test for me.
All right. So you managed to like kind of force your eyes open. You know that when you're falling asleep while you're driving, and you can
Yeah.
feel it, and you just like force yourself to stay awake, and like your eyes go just a little bit wider, and everything tenses up for a moment. That's exactly what you just did to yourself.
Awesome.
So Dolly, you're going to be going back to the restaurant, right?
Yeah, I got to turn the delivery box,
Okay.
and I'm going to leave a credit stick in the delivery box for 2,000 million,
All right.
and I'm going to leave.
Okie dokie. Omni, what are you doing? Since you're tagging along with her in the background, invisibility.
I would follow her to the van and then nope the fuck out.
Okay. Can you make me a stealth check, please?
If I can get up, as I'm laying in the bed, as I am wont to do.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I am the unstealthiest ninja.
yeah.
Okay. So you as you round a corner, there are two Yakuza members almost on top of you, and you just barely manage to flip yourself out of the way before they run into you, and you think you might have caught one of their sleeves and stay perfectly still for a moment as he kind of looks and just shrugs it off and keeps walking.
Just a ghost.
Clearly.
Mama-san. Mama-san reached out and,
Who's Mama-san?
and blessed him. Okay, so you guys make it back to the van safely?
Mhm.
And
And
you're gonna...
Time to go.
Nope, the
we're
fuck.
going to need to, as we drive off, we're going to need to transfer them to one of your vehicles.
I can call a Johnny
Can I-
cab with an 8. I can call an 8-person
Fine.
Johnny cab.
That's fine. I don't care how you do it.
Yep.
Nah,
I am
we'll
not
just
going
get
anywhere near the FBI. I want these footage edited out. I know I'm
treated
disguised, but
do.
I call an 8-person Johnny cab, and
Well, we could just
find a nice alley.
I'm not
Okay.
worried about an
Get
8-person Johnny Cab. You only need a 4-person Johnny Cab because I'm pretty sure that Scully's not going to want to go say hello to the FBI either.
That is
Nope.
correct.
Okay, I get one of the smaller, fancier, nicer ones. Yeah,
Whatever you want. to
we
do.
we can put them in the back, and the two of us can ride in front.
Okay,
Perfect.
so
Johnny Cab is a
You got it.
plastic head in the front of a cab. I don't
Yep.
think he's going to question
nope.
why you people are carrying 2 drunk friends when he has some
One of
very
them's
important
tied up
people.
like in BDSM.
He doesn't care. Johnny Cab's a car with a brain.
Pretty much.
He's more interested in telling you about Dunkelzahn's current election plans than he is
What the-
about the drunk people in the back of the car.
Okay,
What kind
so
of-
you guys managed to call the FBI. Contact. They
Hold
give
up,
you.
hold up.
I got you covered. He is covering the fact that Chicago has been under quarantine by the UCAS government. Not to
Okay.
panic, that the government has everything under control.
So I'm gonna, while we're driving, plug Creed into the deck that I just got to see if there was anything in there of interest.
He immediately
He thought you were
realized.
okay.
You'd still have to get hits on it. Like you can plug into it directly, but it's not recognizing you as the host. I'm sorry, the main user.
Sorry, they got the Creed.
Yep. Sorry.
Speaking of which, I think he wants to sell me a comlink right now.
He does indeed want to sell you a comlink.
So I'll
On your
take my
comlink, there's also his
his
weapon
comlink.
comlink. Yeah, you got his digits.
He's a smooth operator.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So
I'm
you-
trying
so
to
you-
sign in the Roll20 on my iPad because I'm in bed.
What?
It's an entire 20 steps.
It is.
Oh, you
It's
turned your
take
computer
20
off.
steps
What
or
the
take
heck?
no steps.
Wasting everybody's time.
do 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 do.
Joining game.
Every second that ticks by is another.
It's a punch to the soul.
Yeah, essentially.
See how long we can play the quiet game.
I feel my inner child, and he's crying right now. 'cause he's
Good. Oh, somebody else could throw me 14 dice. Stop complaining.
Well, then why
No.
didn't you tell me I have 14d6? I'll do it for you.
There you go. Roll that shit.
Jesus.
Show me some bean footage.
You got 2 successes.
Did you see bean footage?
Well, good thing is you only tied it, so defenders win, and suddenly you have a mark.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now.
Way to go.
Try it again.
Alright. We're doing 10d6? No, 12d6, right, Rob?
It was 14 to start.
Right, so I'm just making sure that we were edging. So now you have 8 successes.
Oh, wait. Oh, he edged. Okay, that's what you were doing.
You didn't really make that very clear. I didn't know what you were doing either.
Neither did I.
Okay, you managed to get on, and every single file on that whole thing is encrypted.
So,
Okay,
alright.
can you just take it to
I'll
the
just-
FBI and turn it in?
I'll just start making copies of things. I don't really feel like rolling all that, but
We have enough time when he's going at matrix speed.
That's
to,
true.
Go through, and he can buy hits with 14d6.
Yep, he can buy
3
hits. Yep. So by the time you get there, you've managed to copy everything on the deck that's encrypted over onto a data chip.
yep.
Okay. So you get to the FBI. You drop off the 2 unconscious guys, and they kind
My
of.
plan was to stick the 2 of them in the in a Johnny cab, set the Johnny cab to go to place, tell FBI to pick up their people there, and that it's been a pleasure doing business with them, and I hope to never see them again.
Okay. Well,
Looking
you
at the chat, you guys, even if you do all that stuff with all the cyber skulls and cyber torsos and all that shit, you still got meat inside of your torso.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So they message you back and very distinctly say, this needs to be done in person.
Yeah, right.
Epoch's
I'll send them-
asleep.
I'll send them back a message, be like, look, there's a certain amount of street cred, honor, and trust in the shadows.
Mhm.
I assume you guys know that. And frankly, I don't trust you not to shoot me in the face when I get there.
Okay. Well, looks like you're on the FBI's most wanted list as of 5 minutes.
Well, looks like you guys don't have the people you're looking for, because Omni's got a gun to his head. I'm talking out of character.
Are you gonna wake up Epoch?
No.
I don't know if I know.
Let him sleep.
We can either do this the easy way and you just hand us it in person, or we can do it the hard way where the entire UCAS is going to be on your tail.
Can I roll edge to
God.
wake up?
Go for it.
Because I fell asleep in the driver's seat. Oh,
Nope, you don't wake up.
I don't wake up. Yeah,
Alright, we're
I,
gonna meet someplace
I'm not
in.
driving. That's just where I'm sitting and sleeping.
We're gonna meet someplace like in the Barrens then.
I think you misunderstand exactly how this works. You come
Look,
where we...
you want these people. This is where they're gonna be because I'm not walking into downtown to get my face shot off.
Nobody's going to shoot your face off.
He clearly does not believe that.
It's not really something you have to believe to be true. He's very. You can judge his intentions, and you can tell immediately that this man is not going to waver on this point.
All right, whatever.
He can judge Omni's intentions, because Omni's not going to waver. But what he can't judge intentions is Creed, because Creed's a madman. He can do anything he wants.
He's a madman on the edge.
All right, I'm rolling in the APDS and everything. High explosive grenades. I'm just
No, it's
waiting.
valid. I'm just hoping that they don't do something stupid, because Omni's going to overwhelm them.
Oh yeah. Okay, so are you going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because clearly I am being forced to.
So you managed to get there. The transfer goes perfectly according to plan, and he kind of holds his hand out.
I will shake him with my left hand as my right hand is still on the handle of my gun under my coat.
Oh, well, that's cute, but you still got the stuff that you owe us.
I will delete the information off my copy.
Okay. I guess you could send him some sort of a receipt or something for it, so, like, confirmation. So he looks at it, he's satisfied.
You give him the drugs and everything, right?
Oh, yeah. He may or may not actually want the receipt for the drugs that they purchased, which, by the way, we totally injected into those two guys.
Works for me. While we were driving.
Otherwise.
Sure. Okay. And in that particular case, he nods and he kind of gives a whirly signal, and everybody loads up into the FBI van and drives off.
Epoch gives out a sigh of relief and just sits on the ground.
Okay, so everything's passed off. Everybody involved in this run who had PA will lose 2. Anything that is on record, at least of GM status, with a federal or the KE branches, that links you to any type of crime in the past, I'd say few months, has been wiped from your record. So GMs won't be able to pull any of that information and get you in trouble. Again, at least from KE and federal sources. This still doesn't apply to like ASIES or Corps or anything like that. Gain +1 notoriety for working with cops between all of you.
What? They don't even know I work
I'm
with them.
kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, just trying to lighten things up. Woo! Okay. You guys aren't going to be getting any karma for this run. I'm sorry, not karma. Nuyen, but you are going to be getting 7 karma for the run.
Hooray.
Okay.
What's the name of this run?
This was Dollhouses.
Did we get any street cred? Because I don't know. I think I pulled a pretty awesome trick there.
I think you did too. Yeah, everybody gets an extra street cred.
Oh, thank God. One question I have. I heard something about Chummer having like a street cred notoriety public awareness calculation error, because when I -2 street
Because
cred,
Chummer sucks.
so when I -2 public awareness, I have 0 public awareness, but it still says +4 = 4.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Chummer, so I wouldn't be able to help you there.
Okay, because I had 2 before and I just removed 2, so I'm down to 0. But my character sheet says 4 for some reason. Awesome. No worries. Okay.
Okay. I think we can call it. Anybody else need anything?
Just to go to sleep.
Yep. Alrighty. Go ahead and sign out, guys. I'm going to get off the stream. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it. Like I said, anybody that can give me quotes for the session, you'll earn some sweet, sweet karma. And I will talk to everybody later.
What the crapper?
What the crapper? It's a Godzilla!